Hi there, everybody. My name is Godfrey Oni, Marketing Coordinator for Sherwood Inspection Services, and you are tuned into our Teach Me Tuesday series. And I am sitting here today with David Sherwood.
Hello, everybody. I hope you're all starting out your day right and having a great day to begin with, and we're going to get right into it. So what do we got today?
Well, we are in May. Today is the last Tuesday of May, and it is Water Safety Month. So what we wanted to talk about today were sprinkler systems and irrigation systems. And we wanted to discuss the process of inspecting those type of systems in a person's home. I'm not quite sure if our viewers out there are aware that we do sprinkler system and irrigation system inspections, but we do, and we're going to talk about that now.
Great. So there's a few things that can be done. However, you really need to know the overall system. So irrigation systems have changed, particularly recently over the last few years. They're doing more with having sensors to know how much it's rained, so you're not watering or rain on soaked lawn. And there are different valves and gauges that are being used today. Certainly much hardier than some of the older methods. Also, the sprinkler heads themselves used to have some problems with some springs and not popping up or not reseating after they pop up. So we need to know which method they've gone with and which system and components are in it. That can make a difference as far as maintenance or otherwise. Most of the time, your sprinkler system is going to be checked by your sprinkler company. However, when you're changing ownership, it can be helpful to have another opinion. So what we're going to do is you've got zones, and you're going to have a panel, control panel, usually in the garage or the basement. And the control panel has several zones. 4 to 6 is very common. Could go more, but typically 4 to 6 zones. Each zone goes out to some sprinkler heads throughout the yard. You hit a zone, let the sprinkler heads turn on, and make sure that all the sprinkler heads in that zone, according to the map, and there should be a diagram and a map right there with your control panel. If all the sprinkler heads pop up and they're spraying properly and not against the house, or the sprinkler head broke off and it's just flooding water all over the place, then that zone is good. Shut it down, move on to the next zone. And you keep going till you go through all of the zones. After that, you're going to have an in-ground valve and control container. You lift the lid on that and look inside. That should not be flooded with water and all of the valves underwater. So from there, make sure that it's working properly and you're in good shape there. Now, the next thing is that sends a pipe over to your main water line. You want to make sure that there's no leaking where it taps into your main water line. And if there's no leaking there, no flooded control box and valve box, and all the zones are working properly and sprinkling, then that evaluates your system to make sure that it's in operation. One of the things that oftentimes happens is sometimes a homeowner will decide they're going to winterize it themselves. What does winterize mean? It means that you take all the water out of that system and drain it so that during the winter time it doesn't freeze and cause breakage. And it's really hard to do that unless you have the proper equipment. I really suggest it be left open to a sprinkler company to be able to winterize it. And same with de-winterizing it. But if they don't, that's where you could run into problems. So it's going to be very important that the irrigation company come and do their thing. It's not that costly, and it certainly can save. However, during the inspection process, that's what we'll look for. We'll look for damage from those, as well as sometimes when those sprinkler heads spray, they're pointed in the wrong direction. And it can either cause water to drain towards a crack in your foundation wall, or it can spray up against the house, causing some decay and rot. And also looking at the vegetation, making sure that it's not too close to the house, because that can bring carpenter ants, mold, and rot.
Yeah, and we don't want those in your house, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Well, thank you, Dave. We very much appreciate you talking about irrigation systems in the yard and in our homes. If you guys have any other questions that you guys are looking to ask Dave, please go ahead and send us a message or a comment in the comment section. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook as well as Instagram, and we invite you to like, share, and subscribe. Do you have any final words, Dave, for this last May?
Don't forget to let your kids run through the sprinkler during a hot day.
Right.
Join them, by the way.
All right, thank you, folks. Thank you, folks. We are at the end of our Water Safety Month, and we will catch you next time as we discuss Home Ownership Month for June. All right. Thank you very much, and we hope to see you guys next month. Bye now.